Somehow. Here we are, back again, with the joys of the mic that indiscriminately connects and disconnects at the beginning of my streams. Isn't that fun? Anyway, we are here, and we're ready to continue in The Rise of the Tomb Raider. A simply magnificent computer game. And as I've said a couple of times in these streams, so far my favourite of Crystal Dynamics' second Tomb Raider, that's a different game entirely, Tomb Raider trilogy. So, yeah, I'm starting up the game now. Make sure it's started up, and then I'll transfer us over. Whew. And play. Is it going to work? Are we good? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Good to G.O. As a great man once said. That great man being Samuel L. M.F. Jackson himself. Although, interestingly, the desk volume isn't working. Isn't that strange? What a beginning to things we're having. There we go. Weird, man. Weird. Your beard is weird. Okay, right. Croft Manor. Croft Manor? Qu'est-ce que c'est? New story, blood ties, new expedition, Lara's nightmare. Oh. Oh, that's something to do later on, isn't it? Probably when we've completed the game and all that jazz. That's exciting. Exciting stuff indeed. It's been a strange day. Earlier, the internet was in and out every 30 seconds. So far, we've been streaming for 5 minutes and a bit, and the internet's been fine. So fingers crossed. Also, we need to bring the death count up. It is at 0. It should work. Let's just double check that it works. Death count. Is it working? Yes. It is. Brilliant. There we go. Back to 0. And here we are. In the abandoned archive, where we're going to come across a Greek fire manufacturing complex. This is the mural that we saw at the end of the last stream, where the defenders of Kitezh are able to fend off riders and warriors using barrels of Greek fire. And, you know, where else would you have it other than underneath a cathedral-like building?
That smell. Oh no.
Oh no.
Burned alive.
Ugh. It's going to smell like barbecue down here. Barbecue and sulfur, I think.
Oh God!
Let me, please let me go. Let me go.
They're everywhere.
No, not like this. I can't.
That guy's been skewered and barbecued.
Who could have done this?
Who indeed?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is what? I can't see anything. No, nothing through there.
These vessels, they're still filled with Greek fire. I wonder if it will still burn.
I mean, that formula alone would be incredibly interesting. A sample of that stuff would be amazing. Anyway, let's see if they burn. No, wrong arrow. They do burn. That was a safe thing to do. A safe and sane thing to do. There we go.
For a month I have gone to the Forum to hear the Prophet speak. I wear robes of the common folk, It would not do for a son of a great house to be seen here. There are rumblings that the patricians and men from the church in the west seek to silence the prophet. I can only listen and reproduce the great man's words. No man has ever told the truth about God, for no man can ever know. There is more sacred in the heart of a farmer or a soldier than in the hearts of lords and emperors. We are all of us deceived by those that claim to speak on behalf of the Creator. No man speaks for him, for his voice in the sky, the water, and the flow of the world.
So the guy was a compelling, charismatic figure in Byzantium. I guess that's what we're heading for. That guy just down there. Any pickups? I sense an ambush. Yep, healing plants, they're going to be necessary. Oh.
This is it.
Oh no, smoke grenade. I'll just pause just for a second. I just need to check something, sorry. Oh, okay. Just need to make sure I'm not going to lose something if I game beyond midnight. I'm on a streak on Duolingo. Oh no, I'm good. Okay. Put airplane mode on. And there we go. Sorry guys. I'm back. And I'm in the game. Right. Oh, okay, here we go.
Trinity. They're here.
Target acquired. Engage. The other fire teams are
Reload, Lara.
Roger that. Before she escapes. We got her flank. Taking position. Thermite through. Set the charge. Taking fire. Light it. Go. Yeah. Contact. Get clear. Pull up on me.
Okay. Heal. Don't die, Lara. Get back into cover. I can't blind fire. Ah. Somehow I forgot about that. No. Far too distracted by my phone.
Trinity. They're here.
Okay.
Target acquired. Can't wait for other fire teams. Engage at once. Clear the gate now. Roger that. Grenade out. Roll the grenade. Thermite through.
Ah, stood right on a dynamite stick.
Trinity. They're here.
Target acquired. Can't wait for other fire teams. Engage at once. Moving into cover. Now. Roger that. Thermite's through. Set the charge. Light it. Go. Keep firing.
Why's my aim so bad?
I'm under fire. He's dead. I'm taking the... Let's finish this.
Okay, how are we doing? Missed his head. There we go. Headshot. Are we done? I think we're good. Good to get going. There's a bottle. Oh, there's spilled scrolls and stuff on the floor. Such a waste of potential. This library thing is on fire. Ah, the bookshelves. No. Okay. Down they come.
The other fire teams reported multiple contacts. We're on our own until they break through. No time! Croft out the package! We can't lose her!
What? No, get, hide, heal. Maybe being stealthy doesn't matter so much at the moment. Heal.
Suppressing fire! Give me suppressing fire! Now! Suppressing fire!
Did that not burn him? Ah! Oof, there we go. Ah, for some reason my eyes watering. Heal. I mean, what an entrance way to that. You got like a rude screen over there, like, you know, veiling the Atlas from people who are approaching. Great stuff. Anyway, presumably these guys aren't going to know necessarily where I am. I'm gonna get killed if I'm not careful. Heal. Run. Okay. Don't want to be too close to the Greek fire for too long, because they might get a lucky shot and set it off. Set it off! Ah! Heal, heal, good. Make a Molotov. And there we go. Oh, we could have been swinging over that thing. Oh well. Continue back through here. What is that, I wonder? Oh. I don't know. Find a way out of the archives with the Atlas.
This whole place could go up. Got to hurry.
Yeah.
Cover the exit. We have to retrieve that package. What about this? Here, I fucking got it!
Down, Lara, down. How do I go down? I've forgotten how I go down. Okay, hold LT to dive. Thank you. Ow. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. I think I've gone a bit too far there. There we go.
Trees! It's over. Hand over the atlas.
Was that a sword I saw go through that guy? What does that mean, I wonder? Oh, a rebreather. That's handy. Oh, look at all these bits of paper. Heck of a library here that's been flooded, set on fire, blown up. It sucks, really. Not really sure what the best course of action would be to retrieve the material in that library. Would you drain it and then pick up the documents? No, presumably you'd have to go through and sort of grab them all and then keep them in water in trays and slowly sort of treat them and dry them out.
I think I see my exit. The statue's unstable. Looks like I'll have to use Greek fire.
Okay. Good, good.
Just got to take out the remaining supports.
I think there are 2 more supports to go. And people are being taken out by as yet unseen enemies. But we can see evidence of them here. Lots of archers. Greek fire depot. Next to your library. It's a really good idea. Brawler, hunter, survivor. Let's go with brawler. Dodge kill. I'm sold. Sold to the girl in the incredibly cool costume. Climbing axe. Custom handle wrapping allows for almost instant prying of doors or strong boxes applied to all axes. Again, sold. You don't have to tell me twice. Inventory. Oh, I've got more. Oh, these. I guess I can spend scrap, can't I, on this stuff? Backboard barrel. Yeah, why not? Okay, that's spent. Am I spent? It is simply magnificent. Oh no, we're heading up to the place where the gunshots were and the people screaming and dying.
He was alive just a minute ago, and... Oh, fuck! They could be anywhere! We're trapped in here with them!
Okay, can we take this guy out? Much easier with the rebreather. Much easier. Let's see, can we get this guy? Oh no, I've been spotted. I've been spotted. Glub, glub, glub completed. Yeah, he's on me. Like a cheap suit. Oh no! Ah! Oh, that was a grim death. That was a grim death. There we go. Properly reloaded this time. The funny thing is, Trinity are trying to get the power to make soldiers that are invincible like this. Undead soldiers. Huh. Let's wait here for a second. Okay, yep. So the guy's going to come through. Now what? Huh. Where'd they go? Oh. No, 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 no. Nope. Nope. My death count's slowly rising. Let's reload before we get in the water, actually. Oh, there's no more. There is. Hang on, I thought we reloaded the machine gun. Is there any ammo around here? Oh, look at these beautiful doors. There we go, there's some ammunition. Okay, so that releases a barrel. Comes up to that blockage. So now if we explode that, release another barrel. Then the wreckage of that will go down there and burn out the roots. Is that going to explode another barrel? Or this other barrel? Probably, yeah.
Could use the water somehow.
Use the water somehow. Is there going to be a... Huh. How can we use the water, I wonder?
Don't think I've cracked this yet. I'll have to come back.
No, we're not going away, Lara. We're not going anywhere. There's a post there that I can shoot into. What would that achieve? Oh, maybe we can just keep the barrel chute permanently open. Would that work? use the water. So basically I need a barrel to go down the left-hand side of the waterfall here, instead of going into the flames. And as it stands, they're just going to go into the flames. So maybe can I peg a barrel as it comes past to this anchor? I can. Ah, there you go. There we go. So now it won't hit the flames, and then we can cut it. Excellent. Okay, let's do another one just to be safe. There we go. Yeah. And cut. Let's put support number 2 gone. Now then. Up we go. Huh. Where are the soldiers? Where did they go? Did I explode them? I don't think I exploded them.
Sulfur. This must have been where they prepared the raw ingredients for Greek fire.
Yes. Maybe I did explode them. This must have been a very dangerous place to work. It's all on fire now. And it ain't gonna stop burning. That must be incredibly hot. Surprised she's not commenting on my skin. Ah! I don't know. Did I sort of shortcut past the soldiers there on this one? I guess I must have in some way, but. Anyway, that's that side done. There's another one probably over there, though, to deal with.
More Greek fire vessels. So many of them.
Bringing her arms close to her body as she dives in. Good way of avoiding a broken limb. Also, I suppose keeping... I mean, I'm not sure about the wisdom of keeping that library next to the Greek fire production place. But keeping the Greek fire production place in a mountain, essentially. It's probably quite a good idea. Keeping it away from the rest of your population. Alright, all these guys have been handily murdered by the undead. protectors of Kitezh. I'm not sure I want to go this way.
Dylan! Dylan! Shit! Morse! Dylan's gone! What? No fucking way! He's right there! He's gone. Something grabbed him. It's just us! We gotta keep moving. Stay close.
Where's that other guy? Come on, where are you? Oh, we can do a slight zoom. That's good to know. No, can't get round that way. I don't think I took out the second guy over here either. There he is. Crafty stealth kill. I think I'm just more at home being a stealthy so-and-so, really, than I am going in guns blazing. No, don't start climbing yet, Lara. Okay, there's just something through there. What else is over here? More ammo. Okay. Now we can go through the hole in the wall.
Looks like they were always prepared for war.
Understandably. Okay.
They must have been put into storage here, but these containers are broken.
Was this part of the fall of Kitezh, maybe?
There's more vessels in there. Should be able to pull them out.
Don't shoot them. Okay, vessel number 1. Okay, we've got a sort of cantilever. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. Cantilever this. Can we get these things to move? Yes. Yes, we can.
There's still more to do here. I'll be back this way.
Just looting the bodies, Lara. Not going anywhere. So now we need to connect this barrel to that. There we go. pull this. Yeah, so now we've got to balance it out. Otherwise we're not going to get a barrel where we need it to go. So can we... Nope. Now, can we push this? It'll should... Oh! Almost. Come on. Get another push prompt. Oh, there you go. Okay. Finally. Actually, another barrel should be dangling roughly where we need it to be. And now I'm noticing that chat's quite quiet tonight. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with chat. It has happened before that people could watch but they couldn't comment. But if you're just watching, no need, you don't have to comment, that's fine. Shove! There we go. That's right, Lara. Kick the barrel of unquenchable Greek fire. That's the way to do it. There we go. Such destruction. Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah, that would be my my thought as well. Come on, climb, climb, climb. I wonder what it's like for these guys to see what their city has become over the years. I mean, obviously I was saying that about the Prophet, but also these undead soldiers.
Oh no, no.
It must be a sort of tragedy for them to... Or maybe they don't care so long as they're protecting the divine source. Ah! Oh! Ooh, ragdoll. Upper class Westerner destroys ancient tomb. Never realized how colonial Lara is. And then, in many ways, she's one of the definitions of colonial, isn't she? There we go. Ooh. Oh. Grab it. Careful, careful. Good evening, Jack, by the way. Woo!
Almost. Almost.
Oh, more. Ah! Explosive barrels. Don't want to get this stuff on you, Lara. It won't be good.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yep. Yep. Oh. There we go. We are safe.
Jacob, I made it. I'm out.
Also good to see that the
Thank
chat
God
is
you're
working.
right. Bring the Atlas to me in our observatory in the mountains.
I'm on my way.
Thankfully, we have the rebreather now. So no more frantic panicking and find air pockets. Also means I can get leisurely lost. we just swimming through here? I guess so. What a curious set of ruins these are. Oh, maybe this was a passageway at some point. There's some steps there. And down we go. So it's interesting how Lara sort of swims at a certain depth when you hold the left trigger, but she doesn't seem to want to go any further down. So you can't sort of, you know, fingertip search the bottom of the corridor or something. So where are we now? Oh, gotta loot those coins. How else are we meant to buy things off that guy in the shack? Soviet era case, and thankfully some bookshelves here that are relatively safe. That's good.
This commemorates the construction of a great city. Kitezh.
Lara! Lara, are you up there?
Jonah, is that you?
Little bird! You're alive! I knew it!
My God. Jonah, what are you doing here? Where are you?
I'm up here in some kind of fortress. You can thank Jacob. His people picked me up half dead out on the tundra.
I can't believe you came after me.
Is that so hard to believe? I told you I got your back. I couldn't leave you out here alone.
I'm on my way up to you now. Don't go anywhere.
Hadn't planned on it. Be careful out there.
Do you wonder sometimes if the designers of games like this create a temple in its prime in the planning and then turn it into a sunken relic? Because that very much man-made flooded corridor you just swam through had stalagmites and and stalactites on man-made ceilings and floors. I would hope so. I would hope so. I think this is probably where there's a balance between the art direction and the planning of spaces and places in a way that sort of realistically has evolved over time. Because presumably they can do a lot of that planning in the art design process and in the set piece process. And so you don't have to, for example, in the case of the geothermal valley, populate it with buildings from Kitezh in its prime, and then later with the so-called remnants. You can sort of design it, I guess. And also, I imagine it saves on time and digital assets to kind of. Well, I suppose in that sense they probably do, don't they? They probably to a certain extent do, but they don't do it in the computer. Excuse me. Sorry. When they're building the spaces.
Lara, glad to see you're still with us. The invaders are spread all over the valley, but we're pushing back where we can. If you can lend a
Ooh,
hand,
that's a weird
you're
zoom
always
effect.
welcome. We know we can trust you.
Weird. Okay. Well, yes, you can trust me. Can we get over there? We can. I mean, the art of... is it the art of survival, the second one? Or is that the first one? But the art of this game book, certainly they've drawn multi-period, sort of ruin events and occupation events, sort of spaces that. Oh, can we blast this now? We can. that are all in one
The hilt
image.
of an ancient dagger.
It looks like a human bone to me.
Blade's gone, but it's a femur of some sort. Almost certainly human. Perhaps it's some sort of ritual object.
Perhaps, perhaps. Another map.
Someone else was attacking Trinity in the darkness beneath the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be the deathless one Sophia spoke of? And if so, what part do they have to play in all of this? I have so many questions. But for now, I'm just relieved. Jonah's alive. I should have known he'd come looking for me. And thank God Jacob's people found him before he ran afoul of Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted him to follow me into danger. But I have to admit, I'm happy he's here now.
Now then, can we...
Jonah!
There he is.
You look terrible. Terrible, but happy.
I was right, Jonah. Dad was right. The divine source is real. I wish he was here to see this.
He'd be proud of you. Sophia told me what you've done for her people.
Lara, it's good to see you, Sophia.
And what have we done for our
Jacob
people?
was
We've
waiting
killed
for
a
you in the
heck of a lot of
observatory.
people. That's what we've done. As Sophia said, we've spilled blood.
You actually found it. The founders of Kitezh were skilled craftsmen. They used this place to view the Atlas.
Jonah, try those chains.
Got it.
It's a very clever way of planning a city, isn't it? It's also a temple area that's based very much on the Pantheon in Rome.
Incredible.
They must have used this to plan the construction of the city.
Like ancient blueprints.
Exactly. Everything radiates out from this point. That puts the center of the city under the lake. But, something's not right.
Must have been built by aliens. Yep.
The cathedral.
It's
where
the only
Atlas was,
way.
It's on the wrong side of the map. Keep rotating it. Stop! That's it. Kitezh isn't under the lake. It's under the glacier. The divine source must be there.
How the hell are we gonna get through all that ice?
Wait. This path here leads into the city. The cathedral is there, and the tower on the other side. That means the entrance to Kitezh must be... here.
Global warming to the rescue.
Entrance to Kitezh
Yeah.
is here.
The amount of stuff that's coming out of glaciers these days is both an archaeological boon and unfortunate. Way to destroy things, Trinity. He's doing a good old rugby run there. Well, we already have come across some prehistoric viruses. Microbes, certainly.
Lara.
Oh no.
We don't have much time. It won't be long before Trinity discovers the location of the source.
I have to go after Jonah.
Even if it means giving up the truth you came here to find.
He risked his life to come here with me. I almost lost him once. Not again.
Then go. Do what you must.
I have a feeling he's going to be okay. I have a feeling. Just a feeling. Good evening, Omni Revan.
If Jonah is alive, they must be holding him in the old
Indeed.
Soviet
Tut,
gulag.
tut, tut. Shame on you,
I
Lara.
never wanted to go back to that terrible place, but I can't leave him in Trinity's hands now. Jonah, hold on. Sophia, are you there?
Greetings, sire.
Lara!
Your stronghold
Hello,
awaits you.
Nolan. Hello, good evening.
I'm up by the old copper mill overlooking the gulag. I'm about to go in after Jonah.
I know the spot. We hid a stash of weapons near where we first attacked Trinity. You might find them useful.
Thank you, Sophia. I'll see you when I get out.
Let's see, are there any... Oh, okay. Ooh, broadhead arrows, yes. These are very useful. I'm guessing that's what she meant. Because we need to get up there. Minnesota got up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit today. That does sound warm.
Lara! 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 Answer me. Last time I saw you, you were... Damn it, Lara. You better not be dead. After the avalanche, I got one little blip. One
Oh
brief
wow, that's
echo.
32 degrees
I'll be
Celsius.
damned if it wasn't your
Wow,
voice. I know
that is
I
quite
heard
hot.
it. I know you survived. At least the avalanche. I haven't
Oh,
heard a beat
wow,
since,
you've-
but I'll keep trying. I know you told me to leave, to get somewhere safe, but did you really expect me to leave you here? Come on. You should know me better than that.
Blimey. Yeah, exactly. Asking him to answer him in a recorder. Apparently. Even remember Angel of Darkness more than this. Oh, tragedy. Tragedy. Now, do we need to... I guess. Is it just the arrow will work now? Yeah, okay. Oh, right, yeah. I remember now. The impact will knock other arrows out of the wall. There we go. Good stuff. Now, guys, I'm just going to have to pop to the little boy's room for a second, I'm afraid. So I'll be back. Sorry, I didn't finish that sentence. Back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Right. Hello, Meryl.
More propaganda.
But useful for learning Russian. Russian level 2. Up we go. And then down here. Save 3 turtles on your walk today. 2 painted and a baby snapper one. Wow. It'd be so cool to come across turtles on a walk. That is awesome. Yes, I just quickly popped to the loo. That's all. Yeah.
Storm's coming in.
Can we make that? Let's see. Yes, we can. It's funny, in the Uncharted games, and when we play through Uncharted 4, I'll definitely point it out when it happens, but they clearly program Nathan with a sort of a magnet, he sort of magnets almost to ledges. So sometimes you'll have jumped slightly the wrong arch, and he'll just sort of go towards where he's meant to land. And I feel as though there's a little bit of that with Lara here, and it makes sense. It's just the best way to make it less frustrating, I suppose, to get through the landscape. Oh, you're very welcome. It was a lovely video. It's really great to see you getting back to it, and also as well, like I say, those birds clearly like they weren't sort of saying "feed me." It was just that they were just staying very still. Those little chicks. Don't move. Maybe he won't spot us. Maybe we'll be safe. So I was like, what are they doing? In which they weren't going, tweet, 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 mouths open and up kind of thing. It's because they were like, what the heck is that thing? This great big eye came in and just looked at us for a bit.
Find any more of those gold coins? I think they're getting suspicious. They may need to vanish on short notice.
Rope ascender. Oh yes, that's gonna be a good. Cost 30. I'm gonna get that. I'll make climbing ropes easier. Don't really want the guns, because I mean we've already unlocked basically them because we're playing the special edition. Rifle grenade launcher. Rifle laser sight. Go on then. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if they were newly born. And I think I mentioned on a previous live stream, we've definitely entered that season where the chicks are we get migrating birds coming from, we think, from North Africa, and they come up here in the spring, as it's entering summer, and they're adorable, and they sort of live in the eaves of the roof, but either the weak ones are pushed out, or when they're still blind, they don't know which way is which, and they just sort of walk out of the nest sometimes, and they'll just be on the floor outside the front door. These little, tiny little, and as you say, their eyes are huge, but they're shut, so they're clearly blind, and compared to their heads, these big bulging eyes. And so what we normally do is sort of, if we can, we'll leave the chick there for a day, just so the birds get a sense of where it's gone, and then we'll transfer it to the bin, basically. But in the height of summer, it gets really hard to do that because the ants quickly discover the chicks on the ground, and they start sort of scurrying to them. And
I don't know if you're reading me, Lara, but I'm going to keep trying.
And it basically becomes a squish hazard.
Climbed a tree to get a better view of the valley below. I can see old buildings and some activity. Looks like they got choppers. And they're bringing in all kinds of equipment. It's gotta be Trinity. It's the only explanation. Looks like they beat us to the punch after all, huh? I've been watching for the past few hours, taking notes of their patrols. I think I can slip by them, if I time it right. You are always better than me at this. If you're out there, and you can hear me, please, be careful.
He says into a recorder. Yeah. They are so ugly. They're so ugly that they are cute. Yeah. No, I think you're right. I took a photo of one this year, that had fallen, because he looked as though he was just, well, it looked as though it was just asleep. But clearly it wasn't asleep. It had fallen and died. And normal when they're fledglings. And do you think it is that because they're blind, they just don't know which way they're going and they trip and fall, or do you think that their siblings are being, sharp elbowed and push some of them out of the nest? Maybe it's a combination of both. Ooh, an explorer. Secrets revealed. Oh.
Got to find shelter.
Maybe in this cave here. We can do it. There we go. I do find it a little bit heartbreaking, and depending on what sort of day I'm having, it can impact me quite badly, actually, just coming out and finding a baby on the floor, baby bird.
I wasn't there when you needed me most. I'm sorry.
But I try to remind myself it's just
I'll make them see that
part
you
of
were
life and
right
death,
all along.
especially for
You
birds.
sought the truth, not fairy tales. I'll make it right, Dad. I promise.
Lara, it's time. Jonah's waiting.
Must have been when she set off on their trip to Yamatai. Presumably, the on her pistol, those must be glow-in-the-dark sights on the back for sort of better aiming. we go. Also, I've forgotten his user name handle, but our friend from Portugal hasn't been on for a few live streams, has he? Hopefully he's okay. The moment I saw the username, I'd go, "That's him," but I can't remember the username, unfortunately. Right. So we're trying to find a way to Jonah, I think. No, Omni Revan is in Scotland. And I think he's here this evening. He was certainly here a little earlier. Oh, too far from the edge. Axes, yep. I watched the Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider movie the other day. I think it draws quite well on these games.
The divine source. It's in the center of the old city, buried beneath the ice.
Then it's time to move. I will notify the dig teams and prepare the transports.
Our men encountered the Deathless Ones in the archive. This will not be easy, brother.
The holy path is not meant to be easy.
Are the men aware of what they will face?
No. But they are prepared to fight and to die for the cause. That's all we need from them.
Constantine, now that we're so close to the end...
We've only just begun.
I'm afraid Trinity is
It's
just
Lord
using
Farquaad,
us.
isn't it, in Shrek?
What if they don't intend to let you keep the sword?
Many of you
We
will
should
likely
prepare.
die in this endeavor. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I wasn't chosen by Trinity. Once the source is mine, it won't matter what they want. I will lead God's immortal army. And you shall live.
Interesting. God's immortal army.
Constantine, the prisoner is awake and ready for questioning.
I'm on my way.
Get him a nice cup of tea, will you? Yeah, God's immortal army. Oh, I think I remember this area.
Tracks.
And the immortal army is just cheating, that's true. I'm not going to head it straight up to those tracks. I'm going to...
Damn.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
they're everywhere. Let's sort of go along the edge of the embankment, I think.
Hold your fire.
Yeah.
Just a deer.
Itchy trigger finger, sorry.
If you saw movement and reacted, I would have done the same. Everything looks clear. Keep your eyes open.
We expecting company?
Croft might try to rescue the prisoner. Command wants everyone on high alert.
Why don't they just kill him?
You might still know something. Constantine will find out soon enough.
Red as a cherry tomato. It sounds too dang hot.
We've got company.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I have to say I'm not ready for the summer heat either. I'd like the spring to last a little bit longer. That said, though, strawberry season. There was a report today that strawberries are already growing faster than normal, and it's likely to lead to a larger crop with more sugars, so it's much sweeter strawberries. But yes, autumn is basically my favourite time of year. Not just because of Halloween. But, you know, the oranges, the golds.
What happened? Truck was too heavy, the bridge collapsed. Everything's falling apart in this place. Should we call it in?
Don't bother. Everyone's packing up and getting ready to move out.
Good. We finally get what we came for.
Hard to say. Constantine just gave a general order to prepare.
Okay, let's go for this guy. That's it. Can we climb up here? Yep. We had about 3 days of spring, and now it feels like June. Just went to get dinner. It was 31 degrees. Crikey. Well, yeah. I mean, it's interesting, sort of, in terms of ancient approaches to autumn and the seasons. There is this myth that Samhain was a sort of a, some people call it, you know, the Celtic New Year, or sort of like an Iron Age New Year, and there's not actually much evidence for that. There was a Victorian antiquarian who decided that it was New Year. It was definitely an important festival. But I quite like that idea of
What happened?
the death of something, the beginning of the death being the beginning of the year.
Everything's falling apart in this place.
So
Should we call it in?
Don't bother.
undoubtedly it was
Everyone's packing
important.
up and getting ready to move out.
Good. We finally get what we came for.
Hard to say. Constantine just gave a general order to prepare.
Ooh. Freezing them wrapping around your neck. That does sound quite pleasant. Knife to the neck.
This is your first field op for Trinity? No. I was sent to help clean up the island after Croft escaped. Tough job. Heard you had to kill natives there too. Yeah, some kind of sun cult. Heads up! Incoming! Cover me! We've got company!
Hide from the gun toter. Thank you for telling me. But yes, just before, let me just check. Cylon wasn't it? It was Cylon who was asking on the Discord why I was kind of annoyed on the archaeology news section, and basically the head of the Council for British Archaeology, the CBA, has announced that he's walking Hadrian's Wall in support of Ukraine to raise money for
What happened back there?
supporting supporting people
Looks like we're gonna have to fly out the rest of the
who are in
cargo.
need because of
They
the
found
conflict.
something up there. I'm getting sick of this place.
And that in itself is admirable,
If we succeed here, we can go wherever the hell we
until
want.
you remember how he dragged his heels on commenting on anything to do with the conflict,
So,
how he continues not to comment on things like, for example, reported kidnappings of heritage
They took it up to the weather station.
why there?
Not sure.
heritage workers in the country,
Chatter over the comms about Anna wanting access to the dome.
and how
Maybe they have a lead on how to translate it?
a fairly small group of people
But they gave the order to
took it
pull
upon
up stakes,
themselves
so
to
we'll probably be moving soon.
basically poo-poo and, you can say attack, certainly besmirch Andy and I over our efforts to raise awareness of what's happening in Ukraine for our colleagues. Some of those self-same people are now donating to this guy's walk and saying, such a great cause. And I can't help but get the sensation that it's because it's not us doing it. Or rather, it is the right person who's doing it now. I can scarcely imagine what would have happened if I had announced I was going to walk Hadrian's Wall for Ukraine a couple of weeks ago. I was already being more or less accused of having unsavory motivations in supporting Ukraine.
Looks like we're gonna
Strong
have to
hints
fly out
of
the rest of the cargo.
questions along the lines of, why Ukraine? Why not other countries where the melanin count is higher? That kind of thing. Said one of the heads of FAME in a 70-tweet rant.
The observatory was a success.
And I might sound angry. I'm a little bit angry, but actually I'm more, as I've always been along these lines,
Not sure.
disappointed.
Heard some
I'm
chatter over
extremely
the comms about
disappointed in
Anna
these
wanting
people.
access to the dome.
And just
They have a lead on
the
how to translate it?
I don't know. But they gave the order to pull up stakes, so we'll probably
the
be
lack
moving
of awareness, self-awareness, in going, I'm going to walk the length of Hadrian's Wall for Ukraine. Having not done anything else meaningful, you see. Particularly given that he's the head of the Council for British Archaeology. Could have been making statements, could have been encouraging public conversation about, for example, the possibility of kidnappings in the country. But no, he didn't. Dragged his heels and now he's going for a nice walk. But yeah, great, wonderful. I'm really happy that he's going to
What happened back
raise
there?
some money. It is good.
Looks like we're gonna have to
It is
fly out
genuinely a good thing. So we will be praising it in the watching brief. But I'm less than impressed.
the observatory was a success.
Yeah, we got the Atlas. They took it
And then,
up
of
to the
course,
weather station.
some other people now are saying, oh, well,
Not sure.
weren't people right
Chatter over
to
the comms about
criticise
Anna wanting access to the
you
dome.
pointing to the Homes for Ukraine scheme?
Maybe they have a lead on
Because
how
it's
to
turned out to be a
translate
rubbish scheme.
I don't know. But they gave the order
The thing
to
is,
pull
the
up
criticism
stakes,
was,
so we'll probably be
I didn't prepare that as a Molotov, was about it being a job scheme and a trafficker's charter. It wasn't about the fact that the Home Office would run a shoddy scheme that was more or less designed to fail. So their criticisms, again, were... there's actually the same fella from FAME was oddly, ironically, sounded quite xenophobic, actually. We don't want people coming here. I don't know. I'm trying not to be disenchanted with these people. After all, I have to hopefully work with them at some point. But they don't make it easy. What is it about walking Hadrian's Wall? Yeah, I know. No one ever... Well, actually, no, that's not true. People do walk off as Dyke for for sponsored reasons as well. Ah, Lara. Why didn't I have my gun already loaded? Ugh. Anyway, I see I've scared off at least one viewer with my slight rant there. Apologies.
Bridge collapsed. Looks like we're gonna have to fly out the rest of the cargo.
Hope they found something up there. Sick of this place.
So, the attack on the observatory was a success?
Yeah, we got the Atlas. They took it up to the weather station.
Why there?
Not sure. I heard some chatter over the comms about Anna wanting access to the dome.
Maybe they have a lead on how to translate it?
I don't know. But they gave the order to pull up stakes, so we'll probably be moving soon.
Goose Frabba. Goose Frabba? Okay, I'm gonna... No! You pillock. That's what I did last time. I didn't reload my rifle. Ugh.
What happened back there?
Bridge collapsed.
Right, reload.
Looks like we're gonna have to fly out the rest of the
There we
cargo.
go. Reload.
They found something up there.
Again, yeah.
Sick of this place.
So, the attack on the
Also, I've increased the volume on those files as I said I would.
Why there?
So now Ruth should be a bit more legible.
About Anna wanting access to the dome.
Maybe they have a lead on how to translate it?
I don't know. But they gave the order to pull up stakes, so we'll probably be moving soon.
Okay, so they don't know where I am just yet. Can I sort of hide? No. That's a solid wall. Make sure I'm reloaded.
Hold up. We're gonna check it out.
Incoming! We're under attack! Gun incoming! Let's do a sweep.
With the headshot. Reload. I'm gonna booby trap you. Booby trap you if I can. Hide back here. This may be the cowardly way of going about it, but at least I won't be hopefully dying again. Now, interestingly, from this game, from the first game to this game, they got rid of Lara's survival vision, where previously you would sort of tap the right stick, you'd push the right stick, and you'd get like the ability to sort of hear and see where things are in the landscape. They've sort of replaced it with a general awareness, so things will be highlighted as you run around. And that's okay, but it would be nice to get a little bit of a heads up on hearing where people might be. Oh no, there we go. Oh my God. I told myself it wasn't a feature. It is a feature. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, right. That would have made things much easier a bit earlier on in the game. You Muppet Mark. Muppet. There we go. Is there a... No, I thought there might be a Russian language plaque. There is, yes, there. Cool.
An old Soviet plaque.
Learned more Russian. There we go.
Anna must be close.
I suppose, all in all, I'm just
The
disappointed.
stamp to seal official Trinity letters. Not many people still use these.
No. That's quite cool. Disappointed that colleagues and leaders' instincts are to be skeptical and to attack, actually, each other, rather than to seek to be collaborative. Ooh, take less damage from gunfire. Yes, please. But there's also some good news from the planning bill that was announced in the past couple of days. That probably has come about due to the work of people like Sifa. And obviously we will be giving credit where credit's due on that front. Oh, I remember this bit. These to not be seen if I can. We're living in an age of misinformation. We're also living in an age of the rush to be right as well. Because actually, an awful lot of the criticism that one noted colleague, who I do respect, said was very compelling, was inaccurate, utterly inaccurate. But the guy felt the need to have a rant and make an otherwise admirable effort toxic. It is definitely a human issue at the moment. And I'm fed up of it. I'm really, truly fed up of it. Because sorry. One of the ironies is that the hashtag that Andy and I launched was deliberately without any branding, without any color scheme, without any font that could be tied to any particular people. And it got mashed by people who see themselves as, you know, the leaders of the sector and didn't want to be drawn into a job scheme or a trafficking scheme, which was only one part of our call to action, incidentally. Most of it was about raising awareness with regards to heritage crime, etc. And then along comes your man from the CBA with his name all over it, raising money, no less. That's something that they criticised, or that has people have criticised. The Save British Archaeology campaign, which was a civilian campaign for. They have a PayPal. You know, it's all so petty and all so unconnected thinking, and it disappoints me.
Didn't expect to find her in there. She managed to bring the whole tomb down on our heads.
Thorn in his side, that one.
Speaking of Croft, she's still out there.
They still want her alive.
Not
You gonna
anymore.
head out with the others?
Too much trouble.
Not yet. Just keep your eyes open and do your rounds.
Let us hear, right?
Trinity.
Not our place to speculate. Order to
Just be quiet.
Hey, give me a hand over here.
How did he not spot me? How did he not spot me? I don't care, though. It's okay. Fine by me. Woo. I don't know how I got away with that stuff. Competitive when it should be collaborative. Yeah. Defensive when it should be actually all-encompassing and welcoming. Because one of the bigger issues at the moment in archaeology is actually its accessibility and its diversity. And there's an awful lot of talk at conferences about the need for diversity. People point out that British archaeology is 97% white British. Now, one of the origins of that is not just reaching out to people and slightly patronizing them by saying, we need more people who look like you in archaeology. But also, actually, it's fundamentally making archaeology a more enticing prospect by tackling paying conditions. It's a class issue as much as it's an ethnic or a racial profiling issue. And I know this, through personal experience. I had a friend in Wales whose family, he was second generation migrant to the country. In essence, he was born in Britain, he was British, but his parents were from Nigeria, and they had been civil servants in Nigeria, and they were truly stunned, shocked actually by the transposition from Nigeria to Britain. If I've already said this in the stream, apologies for repeating myself. They basically went from being middle class civil servants to being working class Brits. Education, as far as they could tell, was less stringent, and the expectations, particularly of parents towards their British kids in North Wales, as here in the Northeast, was less ambitious. And so he wanted, when he heard that I was interested in first of all art, but then archaeology and history, he was like, "Oh yeah, cool, that sounds really good. I wonder if that's something that I could do." He was going to he went to a different school in the area.
No.
But he was thinking of going to the same
reliquary.
Some of the same universities.
Small human bone inside.
Oh, a reliquary. There's going to be a pinky bone, a phalanx maybe. Let's have a look. Come on. Oh, something written on the back.
Saint Peregrine, patron of the terminally ill.
Oh, that'll be for Anna, won't it? But his parents said, and I'll never forget what they said, actually. First of all, you're going to university. That was the thing. So for lots of people I knew, it was, you were lucky to go. They were saying you are going. But then secondly, they said archaeology can wait. Become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an architect, become something like that, and then maybe do archaeology at the weekends when you retire or something.
On the very cusp of a new world. The divine source has been located. Croft, while still alive, has been effectively neutralized. But Anna grows weaker by the hour. Her voice, that voice I've known my whole life, is starting to falter. I asked her if she remembers that night. The first night that God carved purpose into my hands. The night that he chose me. She said she did. And then she smiled and said that we would have nights again like that, once this ordeal is over. For her, I stay strong. In the old city, we will find the divine source. I will save my sister, and together, we will save this world from itself.
And so it's the perception of archaeology as a transigent, poorly paid hobby of a career that's part of the issue that keeps these issues of diversity so current. But I can't help but think that that's never going to get tackled when people can't even bring themselves to work with each other at the moment in the field. You know, when people freak out about, but who's in control of this, and who's, we are the voice of X, Y, or Z, as opposed to welcoming honest, good faith activism and action. One of the ironies is that Neil Redfern, head of the CBA, was actually speaking on activism at the CIFA conference when he had just spent weeks attempting not to be active
A rifle shot
on Ukraine.
There's something unusual about this one.
It's weird. It's just weird. There's some writing on it, I think. Oh, writing and Trinity symbol. Come on, you gonna... I am examining. Yeah, examine.
Latin engraving
There we
on
go.
the end. Kill them all. God will know his own.
Nice. A Latin engraving improved your Greek, Lara. You grassroots revolution. I don't think so. I think what we need is we need good faith leadership and interaction. We need actual meaningful conversations, and we need people to stop thinking that that they, you know, as I said before, archaeologists aren't automatically authorities on ethics and morals and all this sort of stuff. Consult with other people, I guess is what I'm saying.
My faith is strong. My will is strong. Even if my mind keeps wandering away. In our youth, Constantine and I in our youth, he was a difficult child. Always wondering, always questioning, afraid of what the future might hold. Afraid that he might never find his purpose. The night I cut those marks into his hand, the night I whispered into his ear, I made him. I saved him. He believed it to be the work of God, just as I'd hoped. Now I need him to save me. And if in the end he can't, then I'll save myself.
Blimey, indeed.
Got up close this time. Figured when I find you, maybe I'll have learned something that'll
Lots
help.
of recordings around here.
Here's what I know. There's an operation here. Something big. Hundreds of nasty-looking soldiers. No insignia, no nothing. All holed up in this old Russian facility. Looks like it was once one of those awful gulag prisons. I came down here thinking you needed me, Lara, but Christ, how backwards is that? Before too long, I might be the one who needs rescuing. I hope to God you're still alive and can hear this. I'll stay out of sight as long as I can, but it's getting pretty damn cold out here. I'm gonna have to find some kind of shelter soon.
This must have been no, there's another radio call. Yeah, it would be good if you could do that in these games, but you can't. It's unfortunate. You must stop and listen.
This is becoming tiresome. Just give in to God's will. If you're gonna start preaching,
Jonah!
Oh, itchy head, sorry. Enter prison block. Okay.
Negative. Moving on to the next phase of the operation.
They're here! Got
What? That was odd. Stinging nettles, yeah, they're never good. Although, do dock leaves actually help? Oh, I looked at chat and died. Hashtag blame chat. But anyway, hopefully I don't come across as simply ranting or simply angry. I'm certainly not personally interested in doing something alone or taking charge of something myself. I just want to see people working better together instead of going to the same people for the same answers that get us nowhere new, nowhere fresh, nowhere different, and yet all the while talking about the need for difference, you know? What was that? Do something actually... dock leaves. Nettles and dock leaves. I don't know if that might be a European thing. Or even a British thing, I don't know. But apparently dock leaves normally grow close to nettles. And when you have a sting, you can rub those leaves on you and you will... it will help.
Your loyalty to her is strong. I admire you. I do. But even my patience has limits. Tell me what you know.
You'd look into that. Okay, cool. Shoot him, Jonah. Be done with it.
Please, please, no.
Don't listen to him!
I was only doing what I believed was right.
Honestly.
Sweep the cell blocks. Kill everyone.
Should have killed him.
There were some steps back there that
I just couldn't.
I could have gone down before I came into this cutscene.
I'm so
I bet there was something down
sorry
there.
for getting you into this mess.
I thought I could keep up.
They're coming. We're surrounded.
This time I've got your back.
He's dying. We don't have much time.
Bar the door.
Repel the Trinity attackers.
We've got to deal with her.
I know that you like to read the archaeological journals now, but I urge you that if you see anything written which is less than pleasant about me, to ignore it. There are those who simply do not understand the work I'm doing here. Perhaps they're even frightened by it, but their fear and stupidity is not my concern, and neither should it be yours. I will explain everything in good time, my darling girl.
The people that were frightened, were they Trinity? You never told me. I guess it doesn't matter now anyway. They found their way to me. Now I'm going to have to deal with them.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Not seeing the target yet. Waiting for orders.
Stay in position. Get ready. She's dangerous.
Roger.
Fill up with oil. If you could do a history of archaeology video games, what would you start with? Dig dug? Question mark. I mean, well, there was an Indiana Jones on the Atari 2600.
Got to take them out.
I think it was the Last Crusade. Yeah, Dig Dug may be older than that. Thank goodness for that laser dot, eh? Ah! Should have shot out the light from a distance.
Contact! Keep me cover and fire!
Oh, blimey. Put on your rebreather, Lara. Would that help you?
Confirmed heat sink. Ready to engage.
I don't know. Possibly not.
Throwing a grenade.
Okay. I remember this bit. This could get interesting. I'm sure that there are archaeological board games. Definitely. And to be honest, that's something I wouldn't mind working on myself, actually. Some sort of a game, an educational game. That could be really good fun. About like an archaeological process, maybe that you could almost unpack from a deck of cards and sort of lay out properly, you know. Oh, actually, can we get... No. Oh, we're back to the would you rathers. I quite like the idea of having sticky hands like a frog.
This is it.
Let me know if you want me to stop. No, not at all. Not at all. I wonder what other people think of that choice. I suppose though, webbed feet like a goose could be good for swimming. Just getting shoes might be a bit difficult. You have to wear like sandals or something, wouldn't you?
Just wait. Let them come to you.
Knife him in the water again. Ah, we got spotted. Sticky hands. Well, the thing is, are frogs' hands actually sticky, or is it like gecko hands where they have sort of ridges that allow them to stick to things? Oh, go. Yeah. Knife. Knife to the neck. Just got to be patient here. I remember dying an awful lot in this room due to a lack of patience. Oh, like a slimy tree frog. Okay. Well, yeah, probably webbed feet, I guess. Can we?
Do a sweep.
Probably not. Stay down. I was thinking today, mostly what I would like to try and do this summer is really try not to just be worried about the next week or the next month, you know, in terms of income or whatever. I would like to try and find moments where I'm really present, you know, and engaged and enjoying, you know, like, so there's the great big tree behind us that we've sort of adopted. As we call it Bod, and there was a tree in my primary school that was called Bod, and so we've sort of Bodwin, and I remember last summer there was a moment when I really truly was just enjoying the afternoon, the evening. Get down, T, don't get too greedy. And I was listening to the leaves in the breeze, and it was that almost that sort of that childhood kind of summer holiday feeling, you know? This idea that these 6 weeks of summer, you know, anything could happen and it's going to last forever. You know, of course it never does last forever. Oh, they saw me. Never does last forever, but you have that kind of sense of endless nights. And, you know, arguably that could be something to do with the fact that 6 weeks to, you know, when you're a teenager is a larger proportion of your life. But also I think it's something about being a bit more carefree, isn't it? All you have to do is concentrate on having fun with people, you know, or reading that book, or doing that art, or, you know, playing that computer game. Worry-free in the moment. I don't think it's too much of a stress to say stretch to say there you go, stress. That was a slip, wasn't it? Too much of a stretch to say that I'm somewhat yearning for it, for a worry-free moment, you know? Which isn't easy at the moment.
Just wait. Let them come to you.
Yeah, I should have waited and let them come to me, but I haven't. Okay, into the water, down. Can we heal underwater? We can't heal underwater, no. Should have taken my own advice, though.
Got a flanking position.
Just need to find a spot where they don't think I am. Get out of the water and heal. And that ain't it. There we go. Okay, back to the water, down. Oh. How did they see me? Immediately, everyone turned straight towards me. That was not fair.
What happened? She just disappeared.
Not fair.
She's gotta be in the water. I know. She can't stay under forever.
So it's got to be patience.
Surrounded. To this carefully.
I wonder what it is that he's on. I'm on it. Oh, I didn't manage to get him. Although she's gone into the strangling animation anyway. Apparently that counted as a death. Fine by me. Long ass legs or long ass arms? That's a good question. Probably long arms.
There she is.
Ah, he spotted me. Yes, what we watched the new Avatar trailer the other day. That was good. Good fun. We went to see Doctor Strange. Mrs. Super and I did, and we saw the new was it Avatar: The Way of Water. She actually hasn't seen the original. I went to see it in the cinema. I remember people were saying that they didn't want to leave. Can we get that? Can we get him? No. Rats. I think it will be in 3D. They were handing out 3D glasses at previews apparently for the trailer at a place called CinemaCon. One person with long legs, one person with long arms. Yeah. Come on, Lara. Ah, hide. Oh, they're on to me already. They're always on to me. That said though. Ah! Yeah, I can't imagine that Cameron will have let go of the 3D gimmick. I mean, after all, the original film was more or less sold on the 3D, wasn't it? I just need a place where I can come out and heal. Ah! It's just not fair. They seem to have this sort of there. But I suppose there's only so many. It's like whack-a-mole for them, isn't it? There's only so many holes that she can appear from. Grab it. That's it. That's what we want. Just don't get shot, Lara. Just dive. Swim quick. Can we heal here? We can. Okay, into the water, down. Good, okay. Amazed they haven't been chucking grenades into the water. Try and deal with her. No, that was a waste. And we can't heal underwater. Also saw a trailer for Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. Having recently watched Romeo and Juliet, I'm quite intrigued as to what he'll do with the character of Elvis Presley. Can we heal? Yeah, we can. Ah, this section's taking forever. But the moment I get cheeky or greedy, they'll just gang up on me and I'll be dead. So I need to keep on being patient. Yeah, well, the trailer was great. I think with the exception of Australia, I think I've liked all of his films. Australia was a bit too saccharine for me, actually. It was, and also for various Australians I've spoken to about the film, it had problems in terms of how it portrayed, say, the relationship between Australians and Aboriginal people. Yes. Come on, Lara, get into the water. Oh, what was it called now? Was it Water Seeker, Water something? The movie about Gallipoli. That was a great Australian film. Russell Crowe as a dad seeking his son's corpses or bodies from the Battle of Gallipoli. It was excellent.
Last one.
Last one. Thank goodness for that.
Damn it! Lost
That was the last of them. Got to get back to Jonah.
There we go.
Oh God, no. Jonah.
Lara.
I'm here.
Lara. Listen to me.
Try not to move.
If I don't make it out of here.
Don't talk like that.
No, just listen. You can't blame yourself anymore. We all make our own choices.
His end is near.
No, he can't die.
He can.
How?
We must get him to the observatory, to Jacob.
The Water Diviner. That was it. 2014. That was a really good film. And then there's an upcoming. He's playing Kraven the Hunter in an upcoming
Jacob can save Jonah now. We have to get
Spider-Man universe movie. Weird. If Morbius is anything to go by, he needs to be very careful on that one.
Jacob, he's dying.
Let me attend to him. The Lord is your guardian, your protective shade at your right hand. The sun shall not harm you by day, nor moon by night. The Lord guard your soul from all evil. The Lord guard your going and coming, from now to all time. Keep pressure on the wound.
Wow.
Prepare him.
She's gonna be like, "What was that, man? What did you just do?"
You were shot. You are him, aren't you? The deathless prophet.
I can feel pain. I can be hurt. I am human. Save for a human ending.
And the divine source?
Something I found long ago. It is real and deeply powerful. But it is not divine.
So you've lied to them for generations.
I'm not proud of it. But I did it to protect them. I once used the source to grant my armies their long lives. But it was a terrible mistake.
The ones I saw in the archive.
When enemies attacked Kitezh, the Deathless Ones brought the ice from the mountain down upon the city. Thousands were killed. But they committed an atrocity to keep the power. And so will Trinity. But on a much larger scale.
That's not you. The man I've come to know would never harm his people.
Don't you see? All of this is my doing. And it must finally come to an end.
Father! They're on the move.
I wonder if Sophia knows.
They're going to brute force their way into the ice.
Then we've already lost. No. There has to be a way to stop them. Jacob, the map showed a secret entrance into the city.
Path of the Deathless. But it's too dangerous.
We're running out of time. You know I can't give up now.
If we can delay Trinity, that might just give us a chance.
I will take our forces and attack them on the ice.
Then it's time. Open the path.
I mean, presumably Sophia must know. Oh, and thank goodness the path is right beneath them.
When you're ready, the entrance lies beneath the observatory. I will do what I can for your friend.
Yeah. So presumably this is going to be one of those things of like, you know, be ready. You can't turn back. The entrance is going to be down here somewhere. Is it? Where are you? Oh, there. Okay. I think it might be an idea to go around and just do a little bit of leveling up of other bits and bobs before we proceed. And I think I'll do that in the next stream. For it is now 20 to 1. And I have stuff to do tomorrow. And also a midday medical appointment. So it's going to be a busy day. Let's just pick a skills point there, shall we, first? Survivor. Hollow point bullets. Ooh, crikey. Dragonfire shells. Demolitions expert. Advanced techniques give all crafted handheld items an increased detonation radius. Let's go with that, shall we? Go with that. Long tongue like an anteater or retractable jaw like a snake. I think probably a retractable jaw like a snake, because you can, after all, you know, put it back. And it would be, definitely would have been handy when I was a kid. That time I got a gobstopper almost stuck in my mouth. There was that sort of moment where it was sort of like, we had to sort of like, to sort of try and get it out. So, that would be my choice, I think. Then again, the long tongue like an anteater, again, because you can sort of, you know, you can keep it in your mouth. You don't have to be, you know, in every instance. That could be useful for getting sherbet, you know, sherbet from the bottom of those licorice. What are they called? The dippy things where you can sort of have a blob of licorice, lick it, and then use it to retrieve sherbet from the bottom. I've forgotten what they're called now, but yeah, a long tongue, that could be handy as well. But I think the retractable jaw would have saved me a moment of panic, at least, when I was like, oh no, I'm never going to get this gobstopper out of my mouth. Right, I'll just quickly do... Let's see, can we upgrade? No attachments available for this weapon, okay. Polished magazine. Reload speed increased. Improved ejector, shell ejector. Decreased jamming. Improved rate of fire. Rifle barrel. Extended magazine, yeah. Might as well just have a massively improved handgun. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do on the next stream, is just get some more resources, improve some of the weapons, and then head into the city, I guess. But that is saved. There you go. The game is saved, and I am definitely ready for sleep. Don't think we have those. Well, actually, we'll tell you what. Let's let me just exit the game, and I'll quickly bring up the browser. Hang on. Quit game. There we go. If I bring up this and go to there, then we can find, hopefully. Oh, I've been... Hang on, why am I streaming it with the... Suddenly with the... Oh no, that's because I just turned it back to the Soups Heavy logo. Let's see. Licorice. Sherbet. Thingy. There we go. Sherbet fountain. Yeah. So they kind of come in these... they almost look like a dynamite stick, don't they? These sort of plastic tubes with a black lid. And you sort of take off the plastic wrapper, take off the black lid, and inside is a little stick of licorice with a whole load of sherbet. And you basically sort of suck the licorice to get it wet, dip it into the sherbet to retrieve some sherbet, pull it out, and then you have, it almost acts like a licorice lolly covered in sherbet over and over again until all the sherbet's gone. And then you munch the licorice. And, lewd, filthy, pure filth. And then you have a sort of a slightly soggy, slightly sherbety bit of licorice at the end there. And then these licorice flyers are really cool as well. They have sherbety centers, actually. So sort of slightly bitter almost, tasting little crystals. Very very acidic, but very pleasing. Well, like sherbet, I guess. And sweet centers. So you can get those in packets, about 75p for like, I think 6 or 7. Or it might be 10. But I am a sucker for licorice. I really am. Yeah, licorice flyers and sherbet fountains. Which I can't, for some reason I can't say sherbet, because it is sherbet. But in, it's in, oh, what's his name? The Mike Myers, the secret agent. Yeah, baby. Austin Powers? It's in that anyway, that where you have Christian Slater saying, here, that's Austin, but yeah, Christian Slater saying, here is your orange sherbet. And it always confuses me. It's sherbet. It is sherbet, but sherbet is how he ends up pronouncing it. Anyway, guys, as I say, thank you. It has been fun. Thank you for turning up for this evening's live stream. Hopefully I didn't get too ranty in the middle there. And yeah, I look forward to getting closer to the answer of the divine source in this game. I had a brand of sorbet called sherbet. A brand of sorbet, is what would that be? Called sherbet. Had to be in the mood for black licorice. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. It's not for everyone. And then some people specifically like the flavour of aniseed and not the flavour of licorice. I find that intriguing. I really do. But me, I love licorice. I love aniseed. I love it all, man. It's all good. And also licorice roots as well. Chewing on a licorice root can be quite pleasing. A bit odd at first because you're just chewing a stick, but quite pleasing. Yeah, and me too. I'm hoping to get some good sleep tonight. Not least with our lovely moonlight. Oh, I'm losing all the words. Moonlight light. Nightlight? Yeah. Moonlight light. It's a very nice way to go to sleep. Thank you guys for turning up. Cheers. Take care. I'll see you next time. It's been fun. Bye.